Thoth, the master of time, revealed that a single internal frequency can slow aging. I won't tell you what that frequency is right now. First, I'll prove to you that you can access it in real time. Do this with me. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, feel your shoulders relax completely. Now, bring to mind a single moment in your life when you felt genuinely happy and at peace. Don't just think, feel the emotion of that moment in your chest right now. Feel the warmth. There you go. You've just left the timeline of stress, which ages, and entered the frequency of regeneration. Your body responds to this state, not to empty thoughts. You've already received the first delivery, a real-time frequency change. Now, I'll show you why this feeling fades so quickly and what invisible error is sending you back to accelerated aging. Later, I'll give you the 3-part command to activate this frequency on demand, anywhere. And once your body is attuned, I'll reveal Thoth's final secret: how to make this frequency your default state, reversing time to your advantage. Stay with me, because without the exact sequence, the effect won't stick and you lose the power. If you believe you have the power to change your own reality, comment below. My body obeys my conscience. Let's begin. He who lives in the present lives in eternity. The idea that your mind can influence the physical world sounds like something out of a movie. But the line between fiction and reality is blurring. What ancient sages called ether or prana, modern science is beginning to call the quantum field. A neuroscientist named Jacobo Grinberg was one of the pioneers to take this idea seriously. He wasn't content with the view that consciousness is merely a product of the brain. He proposed something much more radical, that the brain is an antenna, a decoder that tunes our consciousness into a universal field of information, an invisible web he called the neuronal field. Think about your radio. It doesn't create music, it simply tunes into a frequency that already exists in the air. According to Grinberg, your brain works the same way. The reality you perceive, your body, your health, the world around you, is not a solid external thing. It's a hologram, a projection created by the interaction of your consciousness with this information field. This changes everything, because if reality is a projection, it means it can be altered, and the control of this projection lies in the frequency you're tuning into. This brings us to a fundamental truth. Everything in the universe is vibration. Your thoughts are vibrations. Your emotions are vibrations. Every cell in your body vibrates at a specific frequency, like an instrument in a cosmic orchestra. The crucial question that defines your life is not whether you are vibrating, but at what frequency. When you live immersed in fear, stress, and anxiety, your internal orchestra is out of tune. You are emitting a frequency of chaos and disharmony, and your body, as a faithful reflection, manifests this as illness, fatigue, and accelerated aging. But the most incredible part of Grinberg's theory is that if reality is malleable, the process of aging isn't a one-way street. It can be reversed. If you can change your internal state, you can change the frequency you're emitting. And by changing the frequency, you tune into a new reality in this universal field. You send a new command to your biology. The possibility of reversing aging ceases to be a miracle and becomes a matter of physics, a matter of fine-tuning your own consciousness. This attunement begins with the discovery of a specific internal state, a frequency of coherence and harmony that spiritual masters of all traditions have always sought. It is a state where the mind calms, the heart opens, and the body enters a mode of deep regeneration. Scientists and mystics, through different paths, have reached the same conclusion. There is a healing frequency, a vibration that realigns the body with its innate intelligence to restore itself. Accessing this state is the true key to unlocking the potential for rejuvenation that lies dormant within you. The challenge, of course, is how to find this state of peace and harmony amidst the noise and chaos of modern life, which seems designed to keep us in exactly the opposite state: stress and dissonance. The answer lies not in fighting the external world, but in finding an internal portal, a gateway to this regenerative energy field. And this portal, curiously, is a physical structure, a small gland located right in the center of your brain, revered by ancient cultures as the antenna of the soul. The portal at the center of the brain. Amid the chaos of modern life, seeking a state of peace seems an impossible task. But what if the key to this harmony lay not outside, but within you? Deep within the geometric center of your brain lies a tiny pea-sized structure that has fascinated philosophers and mystics for millennia. They called it the third eye, the seat of the soul. Today, science calls it the pineal gland, and while conventional medicine views it primarily as a sleep regulator, ancient wisdom and cutting-edge research suggest its function runs much, much deeper. The pineal gland is no ordinary gland. Recent research has revealed something astonishing. It contains apatite crystals, similar to those found in the inner ear, which are known for their piezoelectric properties, the ability to convert mechanical vibrations into electrical signals. This means your pineal gland is, quite literally, a biological antenna. It's sensitive to electromagnetic fields, both internal and external, functioning as a transducer that converts invisible frequencies into biochemical information for your body. Jacobo Grinberg, in his research on the neural field, was convinced that the pineal gland was one of the main gateways to this web of universal information. He believed that through the activation of this gland, consciousness could resonate with higher-order frequencies, capable of reorganizing the very structure of our biological reality. In other words, the pineal gland would be the hardware that allows us to download new programming into our bodies, one of health, vitality, and regeneration. But how do you activate this cosmic antenna? The answer is surprisingly simple, though not easy. The pineal gland is activated by silence. Not just the silence of external noise, but the silence of the mind. When you enter a state of deep meditation, absolute presence, or even sincere devotion, your brain waves change. The mind stops chattering, and the brain enters a state of coherence. It is in this moment of internal stillness that the pineal gland connects, releasing neurochemicals that not only regulate the body, but can induce expanded states of consciousness. Spiritual traditions such as yoga and shamanism have always recognized this. They have developed complex practices to awaken the power of the pineal gland, considering it essential for overall health and longevity. But activation doesn't require complex rituals or years of training in a monastery. It responds to simple practices, such as focusing attention on the center of the head, visualizing a vibrant light there, and, above all, cultivating an internal state of peace. The pineal gland is the quantum bridge that connects your biology to the universal energy field. Mastering the activation of this gland transforms your relationship with time. It ceases to be a tyrant dragging you toward aging and becomes a field of possibilities you can influence. The key to activating this antenna, however, is not a thought or a mental technique. It's something much more visceral, a force that emanates not from the brain, but from the heart, an energy we all possess, but few know how to use intentionally. The key to activating your pineal antenna and tuning into the frequency of regeneration isn't a mental trick or forced positive thinking. It's something much deeper and more powerful: emotion. But not the reactive, chaotic emotion of everyday life, which tosses us from side to side like a rudderless boat. We're talking about a specific feeling, cultivated with intention, the raw material of creation. Thoth and the ancient alchemists knew that the heart isn't just a blood pump. It's a center of intelligence and an alchemical furnace, where the energy of feeling is transformed into physical reality. The frequency that reverses time isn't achieved by trying to convince yourself you're young. It's achieved by feeling the vitality in every cell. Think about the last time you felt gratitude so deep, your chest felt warm, or a love so pure the world seemed to stop, or a peace so complete that all worries disappeared. In those moments, you weren't just having a good feeling. You were literally changing your body's chemistry and frequency, tuning it to the vibration of life. Modern neuroscience is finally proving this ancient wisdom. When you live in a state of high alert, under the sway of stress, anger, or fear, your body enters what's called defense mode. All your energy is diverted to survival, fight or flight. In this state, functions like digestion, cellular repair, and immunity are suppressed. The body wears out and ages. But when you cultivate elevated emotions like gratitude, joy, and compassion, your nervous system shifts into healing mode, the parasympathetic state. In this state of profound calm and coherence, magic happens. Your physiology optimizes in a way no drug can replicate. Digestion improves, allowing your body to absorb more nutrients. Sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. Your cells receive more oxygen, and the natural repair and rejuvenation mechanisms which had been on hold are activated at full power. It's your body coming home, realigning with its innate intelligence to heal and renew itself. The HeartMath Institute, which studies the science of the heart, has made a groundbreaking discovery. They proved that the heart, in states of positive emotion, generates an electromagnetic field thousands of times stronger than that of the brain. This field is coherent, orderly, and expands beyond the body, influencing everything around it. Most importantly, it sends a signal of harmony to each of your 50 trillion cells, telling them to work together in a state of health and vitality. Elevated emotion is the catalyst that reprograms your energy field. You don't have to wait for something good to happen to feel this. You can learn to generate this feeling intentionally. It's an internal alchemy that transforms your personal vibration and, consequently, your biological reality. Feeling intensely, visualizing with presence, that's the foundation. But to sustain this state and make it your new default frequency, there's a tool that anchors emotion in the body. The most direct bridge between your mind and your physiology, the simplest and most powerful tool you've possessed since the moment you were born. The tool that synchronizes body and mind. This powerful tool that anchors emotions and synchronizes body and mind is with you right now. You use it mindlessly more than 20,000 times a day. It's your breath, but what we do on autopilot is only a shadow of its true power. When used with awareness and intention, breathing ceases to be a mere biological act and becomes the most direct bridge to higher states of consciousness, the master key to hacking your own nervous system and accessing the frequency of regeneration we seek. In ancient traditions, breath was sacred. Thoth and the Egyptian masters saw it as the very essence of life, the ankh, the divine breath that animates matter. They knew that controlling your breath was the first step to controlling your mind and vital energy. It's not just about inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. It's about tuning into the rhythm of the universe, a pulse present in every inhalation and exhalation, a rhythm that can harmonize your entire being. Modern science spectacularly confirms this. Practices like cardiac coherence, which involve breathing slowly, rhythmically, and deeply, have scientifically demonstrated their ability to change physiology. Rhythmic breathing, with about 5 seconds to inhale and 5 to exhale, activates the vagus nerve, the main component of the parasympathetic nervous system. This sends an immediate signal of calm and safety to your brain, shutting down the stress response and activating the body's healing and rejuvenation mode. By breathing this way, you're doing much more than relaxing. You're flooding your body with oxygen, the fuel of life, revitalizing every cell. You're calming your brain waves, creating a state of mental clarity and inner silence. And, crucially, you're creating the perfect internal environment for your pineal gland, your cosmic antenna, to activate and operate at its full potential, tuning into the higher frequencies of the universal information field. Conscious breathing is the most direct and immediate antidote to the stress and anxiety that accelerate the aging process. It's an invitation to slow down internally, no matter how chaotic the world outside. It's an act of power, a reminder that you can change your internal state in a matter of minutes, anytime, anywhere. This simple act, practiced for just a few minutes every day, begins to rewrite your physiology and your perception of the passage of time. When you master your breathing, you stop being a victim of your automatic reactions and become the conductor of your own internal orchestra. You learn to generate calm and coherence on demand. And it is from this foundation of stability and power that the next step becomes possible. Because when you combine this rhythmic, conscious breathing with a perfectly focused mind and clear direction, something truly extraordinary begins to happen. Once you learn to use your breath to calm your system and your emotions to raise your frequency, you reach the third element of creation: intention. In the vibrational universe we live in, clear and focused intention works like a laser beam. While scattered and contradictory thoughts create a chaotic and unpredictable reality, a singular intention, charged with the power of elevated emotion and sustained by conscious breathing, becomes a powerful and unequivocal command to the universe. Thoth, the architect of thought, taught that everything in the material world first existed as a thought, an idea. Each thought is a seed planted in the fertile field of consciousness. But intention is not a passive wish or a vague hope. It's not sitting around waiting for things to happen. Intention is a focused directive of your consciousness, an act of will that directs energy toward a specific outcome. It's you deciding which movie you want to project onto the screen of your reality. When you set a clear intention to rejuvenate, to restore your vitality, and combine it with feelings of gratitude and joy as if it were already real, you create a powerful and coherent electromagnetic field around you. This field, generated by your heart and brain working in harmony, begins to reprogram your own biology. Your cells, which are always listening to the energetic environment you create, receive a new signal, a new command, the command to regenerate, to renew, to return to their original state of perfect health. Neuroscientist Jacobo Grinberg postulated that a clear, focused, and calm mind has the ability to modify the fabric of reality, including our own biological reality. Your intention acts like a GPS signal to your body and the universal field. You are indicating with crystal clarity the new reality you have chosen to manifest. It's not about fighting aging or hating your current body. It's about falling in love with the vision of a vibrant, healthy body and aligning your energy with that vision. Simple acts of creation, such as visualizing your body bathed in healing light, feeling the energy of vitality pulsing through every vein, or declaring with conviction and feeling your innate capacity for regeneration, are practices of focused intention. They resonate deeply with the intelligence that organizes your body. This daily practice, even for a few minutes, begins to establish a new vibrational pattern, a new contract between you, your body, and your experience of time. You are, in practice, learning the art of co-creating your own reality from the inside out. By mastering your breath, your emotions, and your intention, you stop being a passenger on life's journey and take the helm. You begin to direct your energy consciously, and to seal this new contract with the universe, to amplify the power of your intention and make it a manifest reality. There is a final technique, a secret that unites all these elements in a single moment of absolute power. The secret frequency of Thoth. Now we've put all the pieces together. We've reached the heart of the mystery, the secret that Thoth guarded and that modern science is beginning to decipher. The secret frequency that reverses time within your body isn't a sound you hear with your ears. It's not a mantra you repeat, and it's not a technology you buy. It's a state of being. It's a vibrational frequency you generate yourself, when three powerful forces unite at a single point of convergence, in a single moment of absolute power. The first pillar is elevated emotion. You need to generate, from your heart, a genuine and powerful feeling of gratitude, joy, love, or peace. It's not just thinking about gratitude, it's feeling gratitude flooding every cell in your body. It's the feeling that warms your chest and brings a smile to your face for no apparent reason. This elevated emotion is the fuel, the energy that will fuel the entire transformation. It changes your chemistry and opens the door to a new physiological state. The second pillar is conscious breathing. While maintaining this heightened emotion, begin breathing slowly, deeply, and rhythmically. Inhale through your nose for about 5 to 6 seconds and exhale through your mouth or nose for the same amount of time. This rhythmic breathing calms your nervous system, synchronizes your heart and brain rhythms, and creates a state of internal coherence. Breathing is the vehicle that carries the energy of emotion throughout your body, ensuring that every cell receives the signal of harmony. The third and final pillar is focused intention. With your heart filled with gratitude and your body relaxed through your breath, you direct your mind with laser-like clarity. Your intention is the command. My body regenerates now. I activate my maximum vitality. I am the frequency of renewal. You visualize your body becoming younger, stronger, healthier. You feel the energy of life pulsing through you. Intention is the guideline that tells the energy of emotion where to go and what to do. It is here, in the union of these three elements, that the magic happens. Heightened emotion, conscious breathing, and focused intention, when combined, create the Thoth frequency. In this state, your linear perception of time dissolves. Your body stops operating in survival mode, which wastes energy and ages, and plunges into a state of deep regeneration. Your body's innate intelligence, which has always known how to heal itself, finally receives the clear and powerful signal to take full control and begin the process of repair and rejuvenation at the cellular level. This isn't a physical return to the past. It's the activation of an eternal now, a state of presence where the wear and tear of time is replaced by continuous renewal. The practice is simple. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and place your hand over your heart. Breathe deeply and generate a feeling of gratitude for your own life. And in this state, with intention, visualize and feel the energy of youth and health filling you. By doing this, you are telling the universe and your own body that time is no longer your master. It is your tool, and to solidify this new reality, you need to learn to use the language your subconscious understands. Once you learn to generate the secret frequency, the next step is to anchor this new reality in your subconscious mind. And the most powerful tool for this is words. But not just any words. Thoth, as the master of language and hieroglyphics, knew that words are not just sounds or symbols. They are vibrations, spells we cast upon ourselves and the world at every moment. The words you use, especially those you repeat silently in your mind, are constantly shaping your biological reality. Vibrational affirmations are not mere phrases of positive thinking repeated mechanically. They are decrees. They are declarations of power that, when charged with the emotion and energy of the frequency you just generated, become direct commands to your subconscious and the intelligence of your cells. They function like software you install to replace old programming of aging, disease, and limitation with new programming of vitality, health, and renewal. Once you enter a state of coherence, with an open heart and a focused mind, you begin to use these affirmations to seal your new reality. Phrases like, "My body knows exactly how to heal and rejuvenate itself. With each breath, my cells renew themselves with vitality and energy," or "I am living proof that time is my ally in regeneration," are not just words. They are vibrational keys that unlock the healing potential that already exists within you, dismantling the limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck. The secret to making these affirmations work isn't repetition, but resonance. You need to feel the truth of the words as you say them. If you say, "I am healthy but feel sick," the contradictory vibration nullifies the power of the words. That's why it's crucial to say them from the state of the secret frequency. When the words are united with elevated emotion, dien, and clear intention, the vibration becomes perfectly coherent. Your body, like a sensitive antenna, has no choice but to pick up this signal and obey. Think of it as a daily reprogramming. Just as you take a bath to cleanse your physical body, you use affirmations to cleanse your mind of decades of negative programming about aging and health. You are actively uninstalling the virus of fear and limitation and installing the program of unlimited vitality. This daily practice of internal recoding strengthens your new vibrational field, creating an energetic shield that protects you from the collective perception of linear time. By doing this, you are preparing for the final step of the journey. You are building a new identity at a cellular and subconscious level. You are no longer just practicing an exercise, you are becoming the person who lives in this new reality. And this transformation isn't just contained within the minutes of practice. It begins to overflow into every aspect of your life, changing the way you experience every moment of your day. The mastery of time in everyday life. The true power of this practice isn't in an isolated ritual you perform for a few minutes and then forget. True mastery occurs when this frequency overflows from your formal practice and integrates into every moment of your daily life. Reversing time isn't a one-time event. It's a new way of being. The journey through the Thoth frequency doesn't end with discovering the secret, but begins with its application, transforming the way you live, breathe, and exist in the world. It's about learning to inhabit what the masters call the eternal now. The human mind has a habit of living in two places that don't exist: the past, with its regrets and memories, and the future, with its anxieties and expectations. Both rob you of the only real moment you have, this moment. Inhabiting the now means bringing your consciousness to the present, where the past has no power and the future has not yet been created. It is at this zero point that true regeneration occurs. Every conscious breath you take while commuting, every moment of genuine gratitude you feel while drinking a glass of water, every thought of vitality you choose to cultivate while walking, are acts of mastery. They are microdoses of Thoth's frequency that you inject into your day. You don't have to wait for a perfect hour in a quiet place. The process of rejuvenation becomes continuous, happening in the background as you live your life. Remember that you are the creator of your biological reality. This isn't a poetic phrase, it's a responsibility. Every time you catch yourself complaining about age or pain, you're reinforcing old programming. Time mastery involves conscious vigilance over your thoughts, words, and emotions. It's deliberately choosing the frequency of vitality over the frequency of wear and tear, moment by moment. It's a conscious decision to no longer participate in the collective hypnosis of aging. Turn these small acts into a habit, a daily ritual. Start your day not with your cell phone, but with a minute of conscious breathing, feeling gratitude for your body. Throughout the day, take 1-minute breaks to reconnect with your heart. Before bed, release tension and visualize your cells repairing themselves. By doing this, you become the master of your own time, actively rewriting your biological destiny with each passing moment. This integration is what separates those who know the path from those who walk it. Intellectual knowledge is merely the map. Daily practice and incorporation of these principles into your life are the journey itself. And this journey requires nothing more than a decision to stop being a victim of time and start being the master of your own energy. And this decision is the final and most important act of all. We have reached the end of this journey of knowledge, but the true beginning of your transformation. All this information, all the secrets of Thoth, all the science behind frequency are completely useless without one thing: your decision. Transformation doesn't happen by listening or intellectually understanding. It happens by application. The choice to begin this journey is not just an act of will. It is an act of personal power, a profound recognition that time is not and never has been your enemy. You don't need perfect conditions to get started. You don't need to wait until you have more time, more money, or less stress. This is the mind's trap, always postponing power to a future that never arrives. You can start today, right now, in just 1 minute. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, place your hand over your heart, and feel the emotion of gratitude for this moment, for this body, for this life. Visualize a golden light filling you and allow yourself to inhabit this new identity, even if only for 60 seconds. By transforming this simple practice into a daily ritual, you're doing more than just a wellness exercise. You're sealing a new pact with the universe. You're declaring, through your energy and vibration, that you no longer accept the programming of aging and decline. You're actively choosing the timeline of vitality, health, and renewal. You become the time that regenerates your body. This is the ultimate promise of the Thoth frequency. Not a life without challenges, but one where you have the tools to navigate them from a place of power. A life of renewed vitality, where aging becomes a conscious choice, not an inevitable sentence. A life where eternity is not a concept for after death, but a present reality that you experience with every conscious breath. The decision is yours. The power has always been in your hands. Don't let this moment be just another interesting piece of information that you forget tomorrow. Let it be the turning point. The moment you stopped looking for answers outside and realized that the source of all healing, all youth, and all power has always been within you. The door has been opened. The path has been shown. Now only you can decide to take the first step. Start now. If you've made it this far, it's because you're no longer the same person who started this video. You've felt the change. You know the power is within you. To seal this journey, leave your decree in the comments. I am the master of my time. And if this content helped you in any way, and you want to directly support the channel so I can continue bringing you more secrets like this, there's a contribution link in the first pinned comment. Any help you can give is very important to me and to the growth of the channel. Allowing this message to reach more people who are ready to awaken. But understand, just the fact that you made it to the end is a huge help. If you feel someone you know needs to hear this, share this video. This act alone changes the energy around you. And before you leave, your journey doesn't have to end here. I've put together a special video to help you take the next step. To delve deeper and apply all of this in an even more powerful way. Don't leave yet. Click on the video that's currently playing on your screen and we'll meet there. See you on the other side.